Hi everybody and welcome back. By the amount of videos I upload lately, you can notice that it is a bit more quiet in terms of birding. But it is now July and the wading migration is in full swing. So that's what I'm going to do today. And I'm in Den Oever for my first stop because these past couple of days a Wilson's Phalarope has been seen here. And I would love to film that as well. Here you can see an overview of the Wadden Sea, with on the bottom right the viewpoint of Den Oever. At high tide the Wadden Sea fills up with seawater. At that moment all the waders of the Wadden Sea gather at the high tide refuge places, and one of these is at Den Oever. It is still a bit early in the season, so the species diversity is still a bit on the limited side. Here you can see mainly curlews, redshanks, bar-tailed godwits and some occasionally dunlins. After searching for some time, I decided to search at a spot that can't be viewed from the viewpoint, and luckily there I found the Wilson's Phalarope, so I quickly made this video with my phone to have at least some proof. Sadly the bird sat at the only spot with backlight, which cannot have everything. The Wilson's Phalarope is seen on average once every 5 years, so it is pretty rare. The species originates from America, and the females in spring are the most beautiful, with the red-brown feathers on their neck. This bird is in its grey and white winter plumage. And on my way to Westhoek, I got held up by a couple of sheep. Here at Westhoek is probably the most well-known high-tide refuge of the Netherlands, and this was also the spot of our sole record of western sandpiper in August of 2019. When I arrived, the water was already at its highest, so the mudflats was already completely submerged. The only species there were common shelducks, gulls and oyster catchers. I waited for an hour in the car and went back, but I couldn't find any interesting species. My next stop was Oever, where some of the mudflats were already visible. I found a couple of dunlins with one curlew sandpiper amongst them. This is the bird with the red breast, and in the middle is a whimbrel, recognized by the light eyebrow stripes and crown stripe, and a shorter bill than that of a curlew. My next stop was the Bochtjesplaat, but I couldn't find anything of interest here. Next was the Eesemekeeg, and here you can see the southern part of the area. The water level is just right for lots of waders, but I couldn't find anything rare. And here you can see a male ruff foraging. It was foraging quite close to the car, so I could get some great footage. And this is also pretty funny. Here you can see some black swans, one in the middle and one on the left. The black swans aren't native in the Netherlands, but escaped birds have started breeding, so I guess they're part of the avifauna now. And when you enter the Eesemekeeg, you see this piece of art at the crossroads. It is an interesting spot where the birds sometimes come really close. Like this northern lapwing. Totally didn't bother my presence. And I also saw this black-tailed godwit, who was very busy cleaning its feathers. But the best bird of all was this common sandpiper, which you can identify by its constant pumping of the tail and the white curl on its side chest. It came in so close that it walked out of view a couple of times while it was picking insects from the mud. And I also saw this starling, who was pretending to also be a wader. Well, this was it for the video. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.